To access the indoor fan motor, the front cover, control panel, and knob base need to be removed first. See the front cover removal video on this CD for more information on those procedures. Now disconnect the low voltage harness at the top left of the main power board. Use a small flat-bladed screwdriver to release its socket clips. Next, disconnect these two low voltage connectors on the right side of the power board. Remove these three screws securing the power board bracket to the unit. Lift the assembly out of the tab locks as indicated at the bottom of the screen. Now remove these three screws securing the driver power board cover to the unit. Remove the cover, revealing the driver power board. Disconnect this heater harness connector. The heater will be removed with its harness intact. Remove these 10 screws to take out the resistance heater. Lift the plate assembly and screen straight up and set it aside. Lift the heater out with its harness and set it aside. Remove these two screws from the left side of the indoor coil housing. Remove these two screws from the right side of the indoor coil housing. The indoor coil can now be lifted out of the chassis. The indoor fan blade is directly behind the indoor coil. Swing the indoor coil to the right to gain access. The nut securing the fan is reverse thread. Remove the nut and slide the blade off of the shaft. Use Loctite solution when replacing the nut. The fan shaft has a flat side to secure the blade from spinning loosely on the shaft. To gain access to the indoor fan motor for removal, the outdoor fan and shroud need to be removed first. At the bottom of the outdoor fan motor bracket, locate and remove these two screws using a long tool that clears the motor housing. Now remove these 4 screws and the support brackets. Do not remove the 2 fan mounting screws from the upper shroud at this time. Remove these 4 outdoor fan shroud screws on the compressor side of the outdoor coil. Note the length and tip of these screws and replace them exactly in their location during reassembly. Remove these 2 screws from the opposite side of the outdoor fan shroud. Lift the shroud and the outdoor fan motor assembly out of the chassis. Now remove these 4 screws at the corners of the indoor fan motor assembly. Slide the fan motor out and inspect the 4 motor cushions for wear. Replace with new parts as necessary. Do not cut and splice the fan motor harness. Trace the old harness back to the drive power board and connect the new motor harness there. This concludes this training video.